So I'm doing a fresh recording. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the session, and I have shared the screen. Can you see it now? Yes. So the agenda is simple. So I would suggest that we complete the fundamentals quickly. And I'm sure some of you already are cloud aware. You might be having cloud fundamentals. So, but still, sir, as we are going to start a cloud journey, let us start everything from the scratch. The scratch, the better. Okay. If you're already aware of these things, please excuse me. If you're not aware, which is good, sir, we can have a basic conversation to the advanced as we go forward. And that's the agenda ideally, and not everything we can complete today, but today and tomorrow in 2 sessions, we will cover as much. So first of all, I think before we start, it is okay. So before we start, it is good to start with the no. I was not waving to you all. Venkat's daughter has come there, so I was just waving to her. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, good, Venkat. It's fine. It's fine. Done. So, sir, I think we should talk about the journey first. Ideal journey of Azure, and then followed by where did this journey start from? What was the main reason behind cloud adaptation? That is the story I just would want to start. It's always interesting to start with stories. So if we look at the ancient, if we go back to our past ones and see at least 20, 30 years back, if we see, this is the stepwise progressive growth we have seen, stepwise. So what we will do, let's go every step and let's have a talk about it. And then finally, obviously, the last one will come by. So first one is data centers. Now, you know it, right? Business runs on data centers. Every organization needs servers. They store all their data in the servers that they have. Now, different companies manage servers in different way. Yeah, let's talk about the good, bad, and ugly. So what you're seeing is a very, very refined, very good data centers. Who doesn't want to work in such a nice data center on the screen, right? So, by the way, if somebody is not from the specific IT background, I would want to hold on here for a second. So this is how companies manage servers. That means they will hire one separate building in some. This might be in different countries. This can be in India. This can be out of India. This can be in US, UK, Canada. We don't know. Australia, Singapore. Now, one question I want to ask, sir, which on the globe, if you look at the globe, which country is considered to be the safest country for, not safest name, but looking at their historical disaster events and all, which country do you think is more safe for putting a data center? If you can Google and tell me, is even better, sir, because we want accurate answers.
Singapore?
Yeah, I got the answer instantly. So who said that? I'm so sorry, Vijay, right?
Yes.
Vijay, was the answer from you, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Vijay. So almost the answer is 200% correct, Singapore. So Singapore is considered to be one of the, multiple things, okay? If you ask which is the best place on the earth to have data center established, of course, there are many other options. Singapore is not the only option. But if you check from a global survey standpoint, with minimal disasters, with minimal and best infrastructure and all, Singapore is considered to be the most ideal place to set up a data center. That's why almost most of the banks, sir, if you verify, most of the banks have specific core banking services, one, especially for Singapore, they have configured there. But we have global also. India has got a lot of data centers. Mumbai has got a lot of data centers, sir. In India, if you ask, Bangalore has got many. Chennai is like evolving like anything. So Hyderabad, absolutely. I'm sure you're aware, Microsoft's next data center is coming up in Hyderabad very shortly. They have already started establishing and it's going on. The work is in progress. So yeah, nonetheless, other places are also good, sir. But this is how a good data center will be managed. So proper cabling, everything is proper. Yeah. That's it. Nothing to talk about this data centers. This is how many data centers also are managed. So I worked for HP for a sweet 1 year. I went into the physical data center of HP. No comments here, but I really used to see something like this many places. So improper cabling, not having a proper setup. So first of all, why I'm showing all these slides is for one reason. Data center means physically managing servers. It's painful. So these are the challenges, if you can see. Power management. Electricity is a very, very important source you need to make sure you have. Or generators also. Proper monitoring. If monitoring is not proper, your servers you will not know which server crashed and which is available. Proper capacity planning, sir. If capacity planning means today I have hard disk capacity of 15 petabytes PB. And that space will exhaust. The space will finish in next 1 month or 2 months. So I should do predictive analysis. Okay, today I'm here. In future, I might lose more space. So how can I add more space? So capacity planning is also very important. And then, sir, anything happens, so let's say, let me go to a good setup than a bad setup. Okay. So this in this, so by the way, this is called as an enclosure. Anyone having a better terminology, more knowledge can always add. I'm not a hardware guy. I'm not a data center specialist, sir, but at least the knowledge I am aware. So this is called as enclosure. In enclosure, they have kept all the servers. There are different types of servers, sir. These are called as blade servers because they are thin and they just adjust into the rack easily. So blade servers. And we also have tower servers, tower like a CPU, like ideal CPU, tower-based servers. So tower servers, blade servers, rack servers, different categories of servers are available. So all servers don't have monitors, as you know. There will be a KVM switch, KVM, keyboard, video, mouse, meaning it will be like a box. So let's say KD is going and I want to access this server, right? For example, what I will do, sir, I will take a KVM switch there and connect to that server. So keyboard, video, mouse will be separate and servers will be separate. So because you can't have that many monitors, obviously, common sense. So all in all, sir, capacity issues are there, power management issues are there, monitoring issues are there. Anything happens to any server, real-time reporting, sir, some people should know, alerts must be sent. So all this is painful to manage. And all companies are doing it for a long time. So then they thought, oh no, this is becoming painful. I wish but it's dhanda, it's business. So you have to handle pain or gain, you have to handle. So then sir, data centers were there. The next level came. High availability and disaster recovery. Two important words. So people started thinking, right? Okay, I have one data center. What if something happens to it? Then thought of head office and branch office, obviously. One data center and one more copy. So the second copy might not be as powerful as your first copy because you have more servers here, less servers here, but at least a safety option. So something happens to this, I'll maintain one more office. And so, or globally also. Keep your servers across the globe in different locations. So you have, the risk of losing it is less. So this is how companies have grown, sir, from data centers to disaster to a different location, maintaining globally. So that's how the journey started. Now, so look at this, look at that last setup, sir. I mean, the cost, right? The cost is too much. Physically managing these many servers means you have to pay and invest a lot of money. Sir. So then what companies thought, no, let's not invest so much money. Let's change physical laptops, physical servers into virtual servers. So virtualization was another next great invention, sir. Because see, now if you can see, right, in this room or in this data center, you have these many servers, right? The plan was, why do we need these many servers? Let's cut down by half, 50%. Rather than managing, so I'll show you a small example, sir. In my laptop itself, I'll show you a small example. See, I'm using my laptop now. So I want my family members also to use this laptop. I'm just giving a suggestion. I'm just a thought. So I want my family members to use this laptop. Okay, fine. But sir, if I am using, other people can't use, right? So what I will do, I will configure something called, one second, sir. stock. Yeah. So I'll use something called Oracle VirtualBox. So, I mean, I can use any products. There are so many products. VMware, Hyper-V. Let me write down the list. VMware, Hyper-V. Okay, and Oracle VirtualBox. There are so many products in the market, sir. Let me quickly install and show you Oracle VirtualBox for 2 minutes. Just bear patience. I'm installing Oracle VirtualBox. 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm downloading the latest version 7.0. Yeah, Windows. My laptop is a Windows laptop. It's downloading, sir. And I will install Oracle VirtualBox. So now what I can do, using Oracle VirtualBox, sir, I can create multiple virtual machines. So my laptop is one, but in this laptop, sir, I can create multiple. Let me finish this installation quickly. 2 minutes. So Oracle VirtualBox is one product. If you want VMware, you can use VMware product also. If you want, maybe if you don't want VMware, you can use Hyper-V also. Hyper-V is Microsoft products. You can use Hyper-V also. So what you want to use is completely your choice. There are multiple products for this one. VMware, Hyper-V, VirtualBox. So this is easier. So VirtualBox is easier. So I'm showing you this. Yeah, there you go. Now watch. It's loading. Just a minute. Yeah, this is the VirtualBox. Now what I can do, I can create a virtual machine in my physical machine. My laptop is a physical machine, sir. In this, I can create multiple virtual machines. This was the era. Sir, let me go back to the slide once. So this was the era. Rather than managing hundreds of servers, I will manage very powerful 50 servers. 50 servers I will cut down. My cost has saved. I will use my virtual machines rather than physical machines. So this was one more invention, and the world has been going gaga on this. Not now, sir, from a very, very long time. There's nothing new here. Whatever I'm telling now is the challenges of the industry. First, physical data centers. Then they wanted data centers across the globe. Then virtualization came into picture, sir, VMware. So if you can see this picture, right now, look at this one, sir. I have a hardware, my laptop, and I can create virtualization, VMware, using Hyper-V, Oracle VirtualBox, or VMware, any product, sir. I can create multiple machines inside a physical machine. So this is the whole idea behind virtualization. See, sir, physically in the background, you will have one hardware and you can configure multiple virtual machines. This was invention of maybe 20 years back. Virtualization is already there for 20 years now. So people thought rather than maintaining one physical machine, we'll maintain multiple virtual machines. If you notice, sir, there are two operating systems here. Both of them are using the same CPU, memory, hard disk. They are sharing the resources of my computer. So this is how virtualization came into picture. So there might be one question that can come up. When did virtualization start? 1960s. So this is not at all a recent story we are talking about. From 1960s onwards, virtualization concept is there. Okay. Then now, so look at the evolution one more time. Data centers to multiple data centers to reducing the size of the data center using virtualization. Then people started treating something like this, resources. So this is a little important, and so a couple of rules we play by. Video is compulsory. First 1 week we will let go because we will give you time to adjust with this. Whoever already are on camera, thank you. Whoever are not on camera, just a recommendation that please try to be on the camera as much as you can, because it will be an interactive session, or else it becomes me and Shiva and Vijay. That's it. So just requesting everybody to be on camera as much as you can. Okay, now coming back to the topic. So resources. Resources of the system are like, sir, we all know those comedy resources. Every resource system has these resources, we are aware. So just imagine Vijay is managing infrastructure of my company. Meaning anything I want, I have to go and ask Vijay. So can I ask Vijay like this? Hey Vijay, I need a machine. It need not be a server. Okay, I don't want a server. I need a machine which will have 8 GB RAM. And I want 16 terabyte hard disk. And I want 4 processors. So can I put a request like this and say, Vijay, can you please create a machine with 8 GB RAM, 16 terabyte hard disk, and 4 processors? This is my request. I asked Vijay. So what will Vijay do, sir? Vijay will quickly go and create one. So see now, previously I was asking what? Vijay, give me virtual machine. Now what I am asking, sir? First, what I was asking, Vijay, give me a server. Then I was asking Vijay, give me a server in India, give me a server in US. Now what I am asking, sir, Vijay, give me virtual machine. Now what I am asking, sir, Vijay, give me a virtual machine with 4 CPUs, 16 terabyte hard disk, 8 GB RAM. So look at my way of asking, sir, how I have evolved. So we started treating everything as a resource, CPU as a resource, memory as a resource, storage as a resource, adapters as a resource, network cards, whatnot. The list is long. So people started considering everything as a resource. That's it, sir. Then one mastermind, sir. But one minute. So sorry. Before I go to the mastermind topic, Vijay is part of my company, right, sir? Me and Vijay are working in the same organization. Okay, Vijay is my infrastructure head. I am asking him, give me this one. He's giving me. And if Shiva and Venkat are from the same team, if Shiva is the Windows person, he's managing all the servers. Venkat will ask Shiva that, hey, Shiva, I want this much RAM, this much CPU, this much. So Shiva will give Venkat. Venkat and Shiva are from the same team. Vijay and KD are from the same company. Nitin and Shiva Prasad are from the same company but you are helping each other. Our own company, our own employees, we are helping. One mastermind came and said that, hey world, listen, I'm going to sell the resources. If you want to purchase. You don't need to pay me any, you don't need to pay for any hardware. If you are using I'll give you a virtual, I will sell virtual machine. I will sell the VM. You choose what you want for your VM. CPU this much, memory this much, hard disk this much, and I'll give you. And I will charge you only for the cost. Per hour, you have to pay me this much. Per day, you have to pay me this much. 10 hours you are using, you pay me. So for what you are, like an electricity bill, sir. So for what you use is what you get. What you get is what you use. So just like that, that's how that person came forward and started selling the virtual machines. And that person is none other than
Microsoft.
Microsoft did not sell it first. Yeah, your favorite
AWS.
Amazon. So Jeff Bezos, the idea of Jeff Bezos. So Jeff Bezos came with this business idea of selling virtual machines. And the moment, so first of all, again, a serious issue here. It's not the Jeff Bezos who started it first. There were some other companies, but Jeff Bezos said that I will sell virtual machines. And he also said, I will sell hard disks. Not a physical hard disk, obviously. Sir. Virtual hard disk. Hard disk will be in my company. You can remotely connect and access. You need better internet. That's all. So that's where the cloud computing started. And this is a story of evolution. So companies were facing challenges with managing data centers. Companies were facing challenges with managing data centers across the globe. Companies were facing challenges with managing data centers with a lot of space and power and electricity and capacity management, a lot of issues, sir. So they wanted virtualization. So they did virtualization. Companies were facing issues with managing that also. So they wanted, hey, any company, can you come forward like Amazon and give me servers? We will not manage servers. You manage servers for us and we will pay you what you want. That's what Amazon said, sir. And Amazon was the first company who started the cloud computing business. And after that, people followed it. Microsoft was next in the list, IBM. We will talk about that in a few minutes. Rackspace. Many companies came forward later. So this is a story of, so this is how things evolved, nothing more. Can I move on?
Yes,
So, now cloud computing is the word terminology that was introduced. And so cloud computing, especially for, there are three types of clouds: public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. So first, what we will do, we will take a leap off sidetrack. And first, let's cover what is cloud computing, followed by what are the different types of clouds. So mainly, sir, there are three types of clouds: private cloud, public cloud, and last one is hybrid cloud. Three options. Okay. So before we go and start this conversation, I really want to play one small video. And now, is it important to play this video? Absolutely, sir. And just give me one quick minute while I am playing this video for you. So the reason I'm playing this video, it's actually made by Intel. This is a very, very old video. So it's nothing new, by the way. It's a very old video. But it is famous because when cloud computing started, these guys were made a nice visual. So I mean, I like it. I hope you'll also like it. Just a second. So let's copy. So we play a second. If I play it from the cloud, it will buffer slowly. Just a second. I'm making the local copies. Okay, there you go. The video is here. And so I might have to stop the screen share, reshare, share the sound. No, I did. Let me know if you're able to hear the audio.
Let's talk clouds.
Yes.
No, not those clouds. I'm talking about cloud computing. Like, what are clouds? What makes them better than computing BC? That's before clouds. What are the major types of clouds?
So we just now had a conversation that's public, private, and hybrid. We will go there, but before we go there.
And how might you best use each?
Yeah, so public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. So if you are starting a cloud business like Amazon and Microsoft are into cloud business, let's say Shiva Cloud, example. So or Vijay and Shiva are partnering. Okay, so SV Cloud. So if they want to start a cloud business, or I will not start KD Cloud, so nobody will trust my cloud. So the name has got negativity. But let's say SV Cloud. So we are starting now. So just look at this, that either you are starting a cloud business, or you are starting or you're using a cloud customer. As a customer, as a business provider, it's important to know the different types of clouds. We will go deep one by one. So first is visuals, and then we will go to the slides.
Each type based on your needs. Let's start with what a cloud is. All clouds are data centers.
I'll stop here. So sorry for pausing, not like it's important points I'm stopping here. All clouds are data centers, as you heard the sentence. So cloud is nothing but a data center. Now, God knows why this word cloud came from. Nobody is aware. To be frank, sir, cloud computing term was coined by Ramnath Chellappa. I will talk to you by an Indian, by the way. I will show you later. So the name cloud computing started, sir, because they wanted to, sir, behind the clouds, it's delightful to watch the clouds, but behind the cloud, it's a complex architecture. So clouds cover that up. So that's what some people say. You Google also, you'll find the same answers. So whoever coined the word, whoever kept the word called cloud computing, but cloud is nothing but a data center. Yes, it's a data center managed by Microsoft. If it is Microsoft Cloud, yes, it's a data center managed by Amazon. If it is an Amazon Cloud, if it's IBM Cloud, Google Cloud, GCP, Oracle Cloud, Oracle Cloud Platform, OCP. So different companies are managing this one. So cloud is nothing but data center. Right, sir? Let me continue.
Or multiple data centers.
So it's not one data center. There are multiple data centers. Microsoft, as of today, has 60 plus data centers across the globe, sir. 60.
Made up.
Sorry, sir. 200 plus data centers across the globe. Correction. 60 regions they have. 200 plus data centers Microsoft is having as of today.
Of compute and storage resources connected by a network. But
sir, cloud means not just servers, okay? You also should have hard disk. You should also have a proper network. So it's like combination of all, sir. Disks also, hard disks also, servers also, physical servers also, physical and virtual, and network also, proper networks, a very fast network. Give me a few minutes, I'll show you Microsoft's cloud in a minute.
What makes a data center a cloud is that all of those resources are virtualized into one big giant shared pool of resources.
Sir, one thing you can always confidently expect this one from. So if you are contacting Microsoft and saying, hey, Microsoft, I want to use your cloud, Microsoft will never give you a physical server. No, they will say, oh, okay, Aditya, you want a server? Okay, we will create a virtual machine. Microsoft nowadays, they have come up with a new product, sir. I will talk about that later. Physical servers also you can purchase. They have last 1.5 years back, they have launched this new option. If Vijay wants a physical server, he can pay. Of course, the cost will be high, but last 2 years before it was not there. So if you ask, sir, let's go back to. So when did this cloud start? Around 2006. 2006. If you go 10 years back, at that time, anybody asks for a virtual machine, sir, anybody asks for a server, you are not getting physical server, you are getting virtual servers only. So look at this, a giant pool of resources. Look at the hard disks, sir. How many hard disks you have? Every database symbol represents hard disk. This all cylinder shape represents hard disk. All these are servers, a giant pool of resources. And they will charge us accordingly, right? So I'm going a little fast now. I don't want to bore anybody, so I'm just going a little
Which can
fast.
be intelligently and automatically orchestrated. And
sir, if automatically orchestrated is what the sentence says, meaning if Shiva is asking for 100 virtual machines, he will get 100. Aditya is asking for 200 virtual machines, he will get 200. Vijay is asking for 1,000 virtual machines, he will get 1,000. That data center of Microsoft or Amazon, let's say Amazon for some time, sir, because they are the first people. If somebody is asking Amazon can create 1,000 server, 1,000 VMs also, virtual machines also, 2,000 also. You just ask, they have it. They have to intelligently orchestrate, meaning create.
That means it can adapt to meet the ever-changing needs of your apps and the ever-changing utilization and availability of each resource.
And sir, even if you're asking for more, see, today I have 4 processors. Later on, you want 8, you want 16. You are increasing the processors, you're increasing hard disk, you're increasing RAM. You can always do, sir, because it is always possible to increase and decrease. Microsoft or Amazon, all these people allow that option.
And that's why clouds are awesome. Today's clouds are smart, automated, and adaptive. Apps can be deployed far more quickly without custom provisioning boxes.
Sir, this was a torture in the IT industry. I'm sure whoever a part of the IT industry know this pain. If you want to create an application, sir, app, or developers especially, it was a torture earlier because they have to ask their infrastructure IT teams. IT teams must purchase money and bring a server, which will take how much time, sir? At least a minimum procurement. I'll ask Vijay this question because he is best at it. Vijay, ideally to procure a server in any company, how much time does it take?
It is like minimum 1 or 2 months.
Minimum.
Because,
yes. And again, that is depending on approvals and again, a lot of things and budget. Yeah. So, sir, 1 to 2 months to purchase one server because you need to raise a PO, a purchase order, again, a stupid process involved with it. And 2 months, sir, this is like ridiculous. I mean, okay, in the olden days, we have gone through all this. If your company wants a server, 2 months of process for one server or 10 servers. Now it's not like that. So you want a server, it's ready. Of course, it is virtual, not physical. Physical server has got its advantages. I'm not saying no, sir, but comparatively, server is ready in glimpse. You ask it and it's there. Keep all the applications. Build applications is easy. So after cloud computing came into picture, sir, things have changed in every company. Quick servers, quick application creations. Everything has become fast. More about this coming up, sir. I'll move on forward. Thank you.
And once deployed, those apps can dynamically scale on demand. Resource issues like congestion or failure can be resolved automatically.
Then beautiful, right, sir? See, if one server, you can create n number of VMs, virtual machines in no time. And plus, if this crashes, it can fail over. So wonderful things you can do with the help of cloud. But the same thing, if you want to do it in your office environment, sir, you have to purchase 2 servers. Okay, one server may take, today you took one server, sir. 2 months later, you have purchased another server. That will take 2 months to come. So, setting up all this is very tough in an office environment. Very, very tough. It's in the cloud. It's easy. It's quick. It's fast. It's pretty good. So the whole intent is to tell you like how important cloud computing has become for all the companies. Every company almost is into cloud computing nowadays. Moving on. Mostly. Some companies are still taking time to migrate. They will.
Quite simply, clouds can be more efficient and cost-effective than traditional data centers.
So, I mean, this is a common sense picture. I'll just shut my mouth and not talk about this because you know what you're seeing on the screen, sir. If it is a normal data center, traditional data center of your company, you use or not, you have to pay for the cost. You use or not, sir, you have to pay because you are paying electricity cost. Those are like unavoidable. Efficiency, sir, no, you might use, you might not use, but you have to pay for the cost. Whereas in cloud data center, sir, your cost is less compared to traditional data center. This will be very, very cheap comparatively. Okay, efficiency will also be better, and I think obviously you want cloud data centers than traditional data centers. That's why all companies are migrating to cloud.
So let's take a closer look at each type of cloud and which type might be the best for your needs. We'll start with public clouds. They're what most people think of when they talk about the cloud. What makes them public is that they are hosted by a cloud service provider who...
So, sir, public clouds are nothing but shared, so as the name says, public. So anybody can go and create a server. If you want today, sir, I can go 2 minutes and create a server in the cloud. So, but I should be a cloud user. I have to pay some money, or I have to pay later, or I have to pay before. So I have to pay money for the cloud companies, sir. So public is where multiple people are sharing.
Rent space on the cloud to their many customers.
So, for example, let's talk about Amazon. Amazon is providing cloud services. Sir. Many customers are using cloud services. So it's sharing their resources between many people. That's called as public cloud. You are sharing. In public cloud, you are sharing resources with many people. Sir. That's all, in simple words. Public cloud means sharing with multiple people.
Or tenants. Those tenants generally only pay for services they actually use, much like how we consume electricity as a service for our energy needs. Public clouds let you offload management where you don't mind giving up some control.
So one problem here, sir, in public cloud, because you are sharing with people, right? Let's say Vijay is also creating, Aditya is also creating, Venkat, Shiva, Nitin, Subha, Kirti. We all are sharing and using the resources. So we have to give up some control. You will not get that full control in the public cloud. You have to give up some control. Meaning Microsoft or Amazon will manage more for us. So more of you are using the resources. You're not really having full control on public cloud. It's okay. So it's okay.
That's why they're a popular choice for hosting everyday apps like email, customer relationship management, HR.
So stop, because very important discussion on the screen, sir. If you notice there, right, every company will have HR applications like HR tools. Some people call it Workday. Some people use different tools, HR tools. Every company nowadays has collaboration tools, meaning chatting tools like Teams, I'm sorry, might be some other chatting tools also, but Microsoft Teams has become very famous. So especially during COVID time. Any other chatting tools? I'm sorry if I'm forgetting. Zabber.
There's a Skype, Google
Skype,
Hangouts.
sorry, Skype, Google Hangouts, Zabber. So there are so many collaboration tools, email tools like Office 365, Microsoft, or maybe there are some other office tools, email tools like Gmail services and many more. And the web applications, every websites of the company or web applications, basic websites, CRM, customer relationship management tools. So these all are like, fundamental basic tools. They can be kept in public cloud because it's not very crucial, sir. A chatting system goes off means what will happen? The chatting system will stop. That's all right. Company will not collapse. So whatever you have, sir, are okay. These are like very basic things you can keep in public cloud. Applications. End of the day, why are you creating? Okay, maybe this is too early to talk, but I will talk later. Nowadays, all companies are keeping HR applications, collaboration tools, email, CRM, web applications, mostly all these kind of things in public cloud. Because you are sharing with people, the cost is also less, sir. So companies also have to consider cost. So cost is also less. That's why they are going with this.
And other business support apps. Private clouds are next. They're private because they only have one tenant.
So you're not sharing with anyone, sir. You're like, you are very, very keen. You don't want to share with anybody. So you have to pay more money. That's it, sir. So private cloud means you have to pay more money. Public cloud means you are sharing with others. So cost will be little less compared to private cloud.
You get all the goodness of a cloud, but you can control and customize it to fit your needs.
So you have more control, sir, because it is under it's dedicated for you. You have more control compared to public cloud.
And that control is why many companies are migrating their data centers to private clouds to run core business apps that provide unique competitive advantages like research, manufacturing, supply chain management, and
I'll stop, sir, because so whatever you are seeing, right, supply chain management is a very, very, very crucial component for any company. Okay, so for example, Amazon has got a very good supply chain management, meaning, sir, your customer places an order, the order will be processed, the goods will be collected from somebody and delivered to your house. There is a big supply chain involved in this, sir. So like that, if your company is a supply chain management company like Flipkart, Amazon, some examples I'm giving, there are many companies, sir. So if you have supply chain management, private cloud is best because you are storing all the important data there. Analytics, and company analytics, R&D, research. Your company's research, how can you keep in public cloud? Not good. Private cloud is best. So like that, sir, for different requirements of the company, different clouds can be used, public cloud or private cloud. And last one, sir.
more. Finally, there are hybrid cloud environments. They're hybrid because they're a combo of both public and private clouds. You get all the benefits of both and more, like the ability to create new, innovative apps with uncertain demand.
Sir, I'll still, before the video continues, just a very important point, sir. Hybrid cloud is a combination of both. Now, why should I go? KD, I'll go for public. Okay, go for public. So that means you don't have anything critical. No. Aditya says, no, I will not go for public cloud. I'll go for private cloud. Okay, so go for private clouds. That means you have something very critical. Vijay is opting for hybrid cloud because why I'll tell you. So look at this picture once. In private clouds, private cloud especially, I'll talk in the next slides. Give me a few minutes. In private cloud, you have small problems. Vijay asked for private cloud to Microsoft, meaning Vijay asked Microsoft that, hey, give me dedicated servers. Don't share. I don't want to share with anyone. My own servers. So Microsoft will charge more, right, sir? Vijay asked for 100 servers like that. Now, again, Vijay is going and asking for 100 more. 100 he already has today. He's going and asking for 100 more virtual machines, more servers, more capacity, sir. Dedicatedly for Vijay itself. Microsoft cannot give immediately. So Microsoft will say, oh, okay, we will give 1 second. First, let me analyze my capacity. And then I will give you. So it's not easy to get just like that space from private clouds. Just like that. I asked 100, you give me 100, not possible like that. So, sir, let's say Vijay has one application. It's a new application, sir. Vijay doesn't know how much will be the demand for it.
Apps you can
Suddenly what happened? So look
deploy
at
on your
this.
private cloud, which can burst to the public cloud.
Suddenly, sir, demand increased for that application. Vijay saw, and Vijay wanted to create more servers, sir. So what will Vijay do? Whenever there is high demand, he will use what? Public cloud.
Public cloud.
Whenever there is less
During demand spikes. So there you
Private.
go.
So
Apps with uncertain demand.
yeah, so you don't know how will be the demand, how will customers use it. So when basic demand is there, he will keep private. So let's take example of latest examples, the best example. Big Billion Day finished. Amazon, whatever it is, that festival, sir. That festival finished. So now both finished and we are also finished. So my point is, so now lot of hits on the website, right? Especially during this 10-15 days of shopping period, the website spike hit was too high. So what do you think would have many companies would have done, sir? Do you think for this demand time, they would have purchased servers really? No. Only for demand time, sir. They will add more power to the servers from public cloud during demand times. Once demand is done, they will release it. Just watch now.
Apps you can deploy on your private cloud, which can burst to the public cloud during demand spikes. So there you go.
And when demand spike is not there, you will come back to. So hybrid is a combination of both. Sir. When you have demand, you will take from public space. When you don't have demand, you will release it. So this is how people use the different types of clouds. And now, if you ask me, KD, which is the famous one, obviously hybrids. When you want, you will be on private. When you have more requirement, you will bring from public. Hybrid is a little famous model. So look at the last one.
Just remember, there are several types of clouds. And businesses are tending to use each type of cloud based on their service delivery needs.
So I have nothing else to say. So this picture is self-explanatory. If you want public cloud, sir, you have to give up some control. You will have, do you see here? I have kept the public cloud is here, right, sir? That means control is low. Control is low. Scalability, meaning you want to add more power, more machines you want to add. So scalable, you want to scale, you want to increase. Scalability is very high for public clouds. And for private cloud, what is more? Control is more. Scalability is less. So if you want both combinations, be on the hybrid cloud. You get the power of both. Both scalability also meaning increasing, adding more servers, capacity you can do, scalable, and you can have control also if you're on private clouds. So combination power, if you want, use hybrid cloud. That is why we have 3 types of clouds. That's it. This video is done. Any questions here? I'll wait for a quick second, sir. So we're just talking about different types of cloud. We are having a conversation on what is public cloud, what is private cloud, and what is hybrid cloud. I will go through some slides also, give me a few minutes. But any questions anybody have here for a quick second?
Main difference between public cloud and private cloud. Now we integrate both with hybrid cloud, right?
Main difference between public and private private cloud is completely independent to a company. So for example, I'm willing to pay money. I'm okay with it. And I expect the better services. So go for private cloud. Public cloud means you want to save your budget and share with other people also is fine. So like, PG, paying guest in Bangalore or Hyderabad or any location across India. So you share with more people, the cost will be less. If you dedicatedly stay in a new house, a specific house, you have to pay more. So it's 1 sharing, 2 sharing, 3 sharing is what they call it here. Same thing, right? So more sharing, less cost. Yeah, safety, security, privacy, these things might be affected, sir. Yes, right. Yes, Aditya.
You said like private cloud has a more control and public cloud has less control. So I want to know what is the main concept of control.
So control aspect will come up in our further sessions. Maybe this is too early to talk about control, what level of control, what capacity control we have. Can we talk about this in the further sessions as we go forward? Hey, by the way, sir, in the entire course that we are learning, what do you think we are going to cover, sir? Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud?
I think hybrid.
We are doing public. So yeah, we'll cover that. I'm coming to that point next. So yes, we are going to cover public cloud because to practice all the cloud topics, We cannot go to Microsoft and say, hey, give me dedicated power. I will practice now. They're gonna kill our bill. So it will be kill bill. So no, definitely not. So we will do public cloud, sir. But see, so any feature you are exploring, right, sir? You can use it in the private cloud also. You can use it in the public cloud also. Same feature is available everywhere. But only challenge is the cost will be too high. So we can't afford that much for our practice lab sessions. So we will be doing on public, that's all. But ideally, you can implement that on the private space also. You know, to have an agreement with Microsoft. That's all. Your company. I mean, you means your company. We'll talk, sir. Yeah, this is too early. We have not even gone there. And especially from the controlling part, I will talk again, Aditya. We'll go there. So if you're good, I just want to talk about two things. Private cloud is your own. So by the way, yeah. So this picture, I want you to be aware. There are two scenarios of private cloud, sir. May I ask your attention, please? Yeah. So some companies say, we have private cloud. So some companies say, we have private cloud. That doesn't mean that I talk to Microsoft or I talk to Amazon and said, hey, Amazon, give me servers. So 1 second. Let me stop here. Let me go to Google and search for what is private cloud. So this is a very much Googled sentence. Sir. What is a private cloud? Read that, please. Please read it, sir. As the definition is very clear. A private cloud is a
model of
cloud computing where the infrastructure is dedicated for a single organization. So let me open up. So this is a VMware definition. I'm opening a VMware website. So what is VMware saying, sir? Hey, if you come to us. Yeah. So private cloud is a model of cloud computing where the infrastructure is dedicated for a single organization. For a specific organization, I'm giving servers. A private cloud can be, so listen, so this is a very, very important point. So that's why I'm trying to hang on here. A private cloud can be hosted, can be kept either at an organization's own data center, meaning in your company, in your own data. And KD, stop. What nonsense is this? If I have my own, why are you calling it cloud? If I have my own data center, sir, my company is managing my own data center. What nonsense? Why are you calling it cloud? It's your own company, your own servers. You are managing your own everything, sir. Then you can't call it cloud. No problem, sir. You can call that also private cloud. Meaning my own data center, my own infrastructure. I am managing everything off my own. That is also called as private cloud. So look at this. That's why I'm saying, sir, if you can bear for 5 minutes, look at this picture. This picture will explain what I'm saying. So look at this. Scenario one, sir. A company has got its own. So look at this. This is office building, head office, branch office. Look at this scenario. Look at the second scenario, sir. In first scenario, the company is maintaining their own servers. This is also called as private cloud only, sir. Look at the second scenario, sir. Customer, meaning the client, customer, is not having any servers. All servers are present where? With the hosting provider. Hosting provider means Amazon,
Microsoft,
Oracle, Google Cloud, any cloud. So this is, but dedicatedly for, it's a dedicated link, these servers are yours, boss. So this is also called as private cloud, sir, not to get confused. If you are managing your own servers, sir, that is also called as private cloud. So private cloud means I am pretty private to me. My own servers is also private cloud. My servers managed by Microsoft is also private cloud. This clarity I want to give, sir, because tomorrow you should not think that private cloud means, KD, I don't have cloud. My company is managing my own servers. How can you call it private cloud? You can call it private cloud.
So that means own data centers, you are saying.
That's it, sir. Own data centers. Cloud means, first of all, nothing but data center. First level of clarity, cloud is nothing but data center. So I manage my own data center, private cloud. If another company is managing for me, that is also private cloud. So private cloud means it's private to me. That's it. Where the servers are located doesn't matter. And I have controls, full control with me. I will decide what happens there. So even if I keep in Microsoft locations, so Microsoft has no authority to decide what happens there. I will decide what happens there. Upgrade, I will decide. Server increase, I will decide. Server decrease, I will decide. Operating system installation, I will decide. Patching, I will decide. Backup, I will decide. Everything is under my control, sir. Full under my control. Microsoft has no authority to decide anything. Or Amazon has got no authority to decide anything. What's a one line question, sir? What is private cloud? Our own data center of the specific organization's own data center is also called as private cloud. Organization maintaining their servers in another company's location, can be Microsoft, can be Amazon, anywhere. That is also called as private cloud. You can
Any
make your
hosting
own,
provider.
any hosting provider. That is also called as private cloud. All good, sir? Any questions, please? Assuming there are no questions, I'm moving forward, sir. Public cloud, I think, so you already, by the way, sir, 1 second, I'm so sorry. Why should customer go for private cloud, sir? Customers go for private cloud because of all the reasons on the screen. First one, sir, they have already invested money. Sir, I have 500 servers in my company already. I purchased last month only. Warranty is there for another 2 years, sir. 2 years warranty I still have. Why should I go for my Amazon cloud or Microsoft cloud, sir? I already have paid money. My investment is there. 2 crores or 20 crores I have invested on this already. I can't give it up like that. So you already have made a pre-existing investment. So you will be on private cloud. Nowadays, many companies are moving to cloud, sir. Cloud means not in their location, other location. Some companies are still managing, like banks, all the banks. So banks have different reasons. Banks have data sovereignty reasons, sir. A bank, India data cannot be stored in other countries. So State Bank of India, for example, I'm sure you're aware, State Bank of Mauritius is also there. State Bank of Malaysia is also there, if I am not wrong. So State Bank is not just State Bank of India is also there. So State Bank has got branches outside also, but State Bank of India data must be stored in India. State Bank of Mauritius must be stored in Mauritius. State Bank of Malaysia must be stored in Malaysia, there in that country itself. There are sovereignty rules that you can't cross the rules, we are aware. So in those cases, companies will manage their own data centers. They will not go for other data centers. Regulatory compliance, risk profile. So legacy applications. So these are some common reasons why organizations go for. I don't want to take a risk. I will be in my own space. I don't want to go to cloud. I don't want to get exposed. I don't want to get hacked. But nowadays hacking is not that easy, sir. But yes, it is still there. I'm not saying it's not there. It is still there. So some companies stay in private space because they are scared about these things. So public cloud on the other side, sir, it's like open platform. People, sir, watch this, please. If you want a virtual machine, sir, 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, you'll get the virtual machine. Not even 5, so 2 minutes. I will show a demo if you want right away, but in 2 minutes, you'll get your virtual machine. So look at this, private cloud, public cloud. Can you see these two comparisons? So here I gave a small scenario on the right side. So private cloud and public cloud comparison you want. Sir. In a private cloud, if you want a server, you have to go through put a request just now Vijay said, right? 2 months. So you have to go through all this request. There somebody has to approve. Server must be allocated. You have to purchase. You need to get. You need to install. You need to do all this. It will take time. So in a public cloud, you request, approval done, and you get the server in 5 minutes. So obviously, public cloud is fast in giving you resources. Private cloud will take time. That's all, sir. That's all I'm trying to tell. I'm not wasting your time here, but I just want to give a clear difference between private cloud and public cloud. Private cloud means your own data center, your company's own data center is also called as private cloud, or you are purchasing servers from Microsoft or Amazon is also called as private cloud, but you're paying more money there. Public cloud, you're paying less money and you are giving up some control. You're okay with it, but things will come very fast. It's fast. Hybrid is combination of both. I don't have anything else to talk on this one, sir. Done. Any questions you have, you can ask else. We will wrap up today's class this much only. And tomorrow we can continue this call. As I said, the first 2 days we'll do a warm up only, nothing more. But from Monday you will see more content kicking off. Any questions, sir?
From my side, no, KD.
Yeah, good.
Okay, sir. Just to
Deepak, would you be available for 2 minutes after this call?
yeah, sure. Yeah, Shubha. I'm good.
Can I
sir.
call you on phone?
Yes. Okay. So hope.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sir. We'll talk, Shubha. We'll talk after this. So small. Yes, Kirti. Are you saying something?
No, KD.
So please, as I said, attend the classes for 2 weeks. Please evaluate the content, see how it is, and more is coming up. This is just the beginning, sir. Pretty beginning sessions. Virtual machines, storage, networking, Active Directory, VMs, backups. So we have got a lot of content coming by. So please, it's something like this, sir. Decide for 2 weeks, see how it is, and then make a call if this is exactly what you're planning to do. Okay, and sir, curriculum I will show day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll still go by the content itself. Curriculum I'll show day after. With that, sir, can we wrap up today's class, please? Today we were like 15 minutes late, but just after next week onwards, sir, exactly sharp we will start on time and we will end on time. Done? All good?
Yep.
Okay, then
Okay.
let's reconnect tomorrow morning, sir. Same time, same place. Signing off. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye,
Happy to
KD.
see you all camera
Thank
at
you.
the end of the class.
Thank
I wish it goes through the classes better. So thanks, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.